What's good, YouTube? Christmas Innovation here, bringing you guys how to prevent stacking. So, without further ado, let's begin. What is stacking? Stacking in Yu-Gi-Oh! Or any card game in general is something players do to give them an advantage when playing against their opponent. When players stack, they organize their deck in a certain way to draw the optimal hands to help them furthermore draw their best combo to beat the opponent. How players stack. Players stack by pile shuffling. They stack by having their deck pre-organized before you sit down. So if you just do a basic cut without them shuffling, you cover them right into a good hand, and etc. So my number one way to stop stacking is pretty much just pile shuffling the opponent's deck. I prefer orders of four. So 1, 2, 3, 4. But you guys might do something different. Either way, just power shuffling your opponent's deck is a great way to destack the opponent's deck. Another way to destack the opponent's deck is just clump shuffle the fuck out of their deck. Like super shuffle their deck. Like give them the good old 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then turn it over like this. Give them the good old Yu-Gi-Oh! 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, etc. Because you do not want your opponent using a tier 1 deck and drawing a god hand against you. Now, a good tip that if you think your opponent's stacking, what to look out for. You want to look out for people using player choice sleeves. Now, the reason why I say player choice sleeves or any sleeves similar to that is because they stick. When things stick, if you organize it, even if your opponent gives it a good clump shift like that, 2 or 3 cards are going to stay stuck together no matter what. So let's say your opponent stacked the Necros deck and you just go 1, 2, and they're using player short sleeves that are already worn. If you cut their deck like this, 9 times out of 10, their cards they have in their deck are going to stay stuck together, so all their combo pieces and etc. So when they draw their hand, they're going to draw the optimal combo to whoop your ass. What you want to do to prevent that is just simply power shuffle their deck or give it a nice smooth clump shuffle like I just showed you, and etc. And then do the etc. So that's something really good to look out for. Also, what you want to look out for is when your opponent's side decks. Let's say they didn't stack you game 1, but they want to stack you game 2 into the side deck. Things to look out for, because I personally got stacked at the WCQ. Not gonna say what player did it. Let's just say this player is a good player and he's stacking. And I peeped the game because me being in the card game business for 10 plus years, I've seen shit, I watch videos, and I know the game already. I just don't do it because I feel like I don't want to cheat at something. It's just not fun to me. It's boring. But basically, the guy, he without saying any names, he's side deck. He pretty much smoke screen side deck, organized his deck to the T, took cards out, picked cards back in. Pretty much, the dude took 7 minutes to side deck, which you shouldn't take that much side deck. I'm playing a rogue deck. You should already know going to the WCQ what you're going to side for rogue, especially if you're a good player. So he D-side deck, side deck, D-side deck, side deck. And when it came down to the final side deck, he took out a bunch of cards. Then he added in 15 cards, put them at 1, 2, 3, 4. So basically, he organized his cards at every 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20, etc. Fit 1 card in each. Giving himself an even space out between his cards, gave it 1 good clump shuffle, and passing the deck. That right there is a ton of stacking because the opponent is organizing their deck. First of all, if the opponent's taking a long ass time to side deck and they're deciding, unsiding, deciding, unsiding, 9 times 10 they're stacking their deck because a lot of players they're gonna look at the deck, they're gonna do this, do that, do this. And there's not really much you can do because you can't really prove they're stacking because if you call a judge over and say you think your opponent's stacking, the opponent could just say, I'm just organizing my deck so I won't draw bad, and they can just drew a lot of bullshit to make you look bad, and you're gonna have a bad time. But what I always recommend, like I said at the beginning of the video, is give them a good power shuffle, give them a good clump shuffle, and you're good to go. For people when they're side decking, to see if they're organizing cards little by little. Always look out for the people when they're going through the deck, looking like this and putting this card here, putting this card here, and etc. Because 9 times out of 10, they're trying to pit their cards with other cards. So when your opponent cut the deck, let's say for example, I'm shuffling. I see Fluffle Sheep, and I know a card that goes with Fluffle Sheep. Let's say this card went with Fluffle Sheep. I put these 2 cards together, and I shuffle my deck. If you shuffle your deck with those 2 cards together, 9 times out of 10, when you draw Fluffle Sheep, it's going to be with a support card and etc. So it ups your chances of drawing that card. Now, these are little tricks to watch out for, but a lot of people do try to do them. So just look out for them, guys. All inclusion, if you think your opponent is stacking, Pal Shuffle or get them the ultimate 1 to 2 minute Clump Shuffle and should be good to go. So with all that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you give it a big support, as always, comment down in the comment section below what you guys thought of this video at hand. And of course, I do these videos. I truly believe in how you guys can become better players. And I also do these videos because I truly believe in you guys help me become better players. This is Chris from Team Innovation, and I'm signing out. Peace.